tattoos on her, which I thought were really sexy.
Heartbreak Hotel Elvis.
Oh, I love that movie. There was just something about her that I just totally dug.
I am Scorpio, so I'm ruled by my genitals.
This rocks. You want to hang?
I am like Brett, girl.
Okay. I'm thinking, are you understanding the words coming out of my mouth? Wait.
Tiffany got completely bombed. Hope to God she's gonna be eliminated. She needs to go out.
And now for something completely different. Just kidding. The world is kind of trash. It's not kind of trash. It is trash. It's just like everybody is fighting. It's getting worse. The U.S. is crashing and burning. And what I need is nostalgia. And what better way to do that than to watch a show where women who weren't even born in this man's heyday vie for his affection. Today, I'm going to be taking a look back at Rock of Love, Season 1, Episode 1. All right. If you enjoy this type of content, feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it. Rock of Love was a time, it was a different time. We lived in a time where a man wearing a bandana over what appear to be faux locks, locks as in hair, like Goldilocks, not locks as in black people locks. And 20-year-old women are just like, I want to be with Bret Michaels. And we're going to hear him say diabetes more than once. It's going to be a good time. So strap yourselves in, prepare yourselves. Let's go back in the time machine. Back to what, 2007? Yeah. I'd been married a year at that point. Just one of many bad decisions I made in the early aughts. Okay. Oh my God. Here we go.
Outside this Bel Air bachelor pad, 25 babes have gathered because they have two things in common. Their love for rock and roll, and for one man who's made it his life.
God, I wasn't ready. I haven't seen this show in years, decades. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Hold on, please. Oh, I was not ready for the intro to be like that. I am so sorry. Like, the music, oh, please. The narrator, like, oh my God. Oh, geez, Louise. I wasn't ready. It was so intense. Okay, he's coming in on a motorcycle, y'all. Like, this is how you know we were living in... Honestly, these were semi-good times. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I had a good job.
Hi, I'm Bret Michaels. I'm the lead singer of Poison. 20 million records sold. Rock and roll is my #1 love.
I just love that he's like 20 million records sold. He looks so clean and unscuzzy. I need people to understand that, like, when this came out, like, this came out after, obviously, Flavor of Love, which, depending on how these videos do, depends on whether or not we'll go look at Flavor of Love. We could be looking at them simultaneously. Who knows? I actually really loved the, like, MTV VH1 reality show situation that was happening. And it's killing me. I want to watch all of it again, because as miserable as things are right now for most of the world at this point, I think that we need this. It's not just a want, it's a need. Okay, we need this distraction in our lives. Let's go.
Over 20 years of taking it on the road, hitting every concert hall, you name it, we've been there. Both with Poison and my solo band, we have traveled the entire world, and I've got to hook up with some of the most beautiful women in the world.
I love that he's like, I got to hook up with some of the most beautiful, like, you were in a band. And I would also just like to say, like, being in Texas, okay, there are so many cover bands. And if I never hear Nothing But a Good Time ever again in my life, it'll still be too soon. That's how much I hate it.
I spend 9 months of my life every year out on the road touring with Poison. Rock and roll is the reason for and destruction of all of my relationships.
Ah! Not every rose has its thorn. I just was it this cheesy then? Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna get ready, okay? I didn't expect it to be this corny. I knew it was cheesy, but I wasn't expecting this much cheese.
When I was 15 years old, I was handed the secret to love. There's plenty of women out there that you want to be friends with, and there's a lot of women out there you want to have sex with. But if you can find one that you can be friends with and have sex with, henceforth, rock of love.
Are you listening to the words? Are you listening to the words of this theme song? I can't. Oh my god. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I needed this so bad. Listen, let's keep going.
Currently, I have this big, beautiful ranch out in the desert. Got a pool big enough to kayak in. Got a motocross track. Private recording studio. Right now, I have my 2 beautiful daughters who live with me, Rain and Joy.
Every rose has its thong. Not wrong, actually, but it's still back in the thong days. This was back in, I feel like we were still in whale tail era, okay? It was just now, like, winding down. We were still there, though. I will never wear another thong in my life. I promise you that. There's no reason for that piece of string to just be, like, scratching my booty crack all day. No, I'm good. This was back when you were like insisting if you were either wearing the thong or you were going commando. And this is why we were washing our jeans so much, because vagina juice. I said it.
Georgia, they mean the world to me. Before I bring any woman out there to meet my daughters, I would have to make sure that she is the right woman to fit my life. So when VH1 offered me this opportunity to meet 25 of the most beautiful women in the world, I couldn't refuse. So I had my best friend, head of security.
I'm literally falling apart because he's just like, so when VH1 approached me, like, who would say no to that? Because, like, if VH1 was like, hey, Audra, we want to do a show where we're going to introduce you to 25 of the most fabulous theys and gays that you could possibly be interested in, like, would you want to show up and have them vie for your affection? Bitch, I'm a Taurus Leo rising. You're goddamn right I'm interested. I'm coming. Like, I'm gonna, not like that, but like maybe. But I am going to show up for this. Like, who cares? It's gonna be a fun time.
Big John head out to where it all began, Hollywood.
Everything he does is so cringy. It was cringy then too.
Big John, go rent me an awesome pad up in the Hollywood Hills. Get everything ready. We got 25 hot women moving in. And I know, deep in my heart, deep in my soul, and deep in my loins, that one of these 25 women...
Deep in his loins. He knows deep in his loins that one of these ladies is going to be deep in his loins. I also like to tell people to guard their carnal treasure.
This girl's got to be hot. She's got to be cool. She's got to be sexy. She's got to deal with the insanity, but she's got to know rock and roll is my one big love. Basically, what I'm trying to say is rock and roll is an insatiable bitch.
We're going to rewind that because I feel like he's about to say something absolutely asinine. But I would also like for you to understand that it's really not a great idea for you to be riding your motorcycle, especially that type of motorcycle, hands off. Okay, I'm just going to say.
This girl's got to be hot. She's got to be cool. She's got to be sexy. She's got to deal with the insanity, but she's got to know rock and roll is my one big love. Basically, what I'm trying to say is rock and roll is an insatiable bitch goddess, but I love her. And I'm just looking for that one woman in my life to participate in that threesome.
First of all, the background music is terrible. And the fact that he's just like, I remember that he was cringy then too. Like this, he didn't. This isn't cringy because it's 2025. It was cringy then, just like literally the way that he talks, like insatiable bit. Like really, I want to engage in a threesome with my girlfriend and rock and roll. What? Stop it.
I'm gonna win Bret Michaels over in the end because I'm very sexy, seductive, and these girls have nothing on me.
How old are you, Brandy?
He's gonna be my man. So keep trying, but it's not gonna happen.
I was named Miss Hooters of Illinois.
Ooh, not Miss Hooters of Illinois. Damn, girl is famous. Ziggy, how old was Bret Michaels in 2007? He was born in 1963, and he was 44. Okay. Listen, Ghost, you know they be tricking black people to show up to these things. Because, like, I'm looking at these girls. This is what I'm saying. Most of these women are half his age, which means in his heyday, they weren't born or were just born.
And I have the tools to get what I want because of that.
One of my favorite songs was "Every Thorn Has Its Rose." In that it's a beautiful song. It's
Every
probably
thorn
doesn't
has
have
its
all the
rose.
soul and depth to it.
And every rose has its thorn, girl. Oh my God, nar. I could not be excited. I could not be excited. He's 5 years younger than my mom and I'm old. Listen, I literally could not be excited at him driving in and having to like jump up and be like, yeah, woo! It's my dad. I remember Rodeo. She was like, don't threaten me with a good time. Listen, that's the name of this episode, so I'm pretty sure that's where we're getting it from.
It's finally here, like my dream. I'm standing in front of Bret Michaels. This is like the
My
thing I've been
dream.
waiting for my whole life. He's amazing. He looks so hot.
Ladies, are we ready to rock the house?
I want Bret Michaels, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm gonna get me some rocker ass. Hopefully, I can make him my.
I'm so in love with Bret Michaels. I used to like kiss the album and spoon it all the time.
I want to thank you all. Listen, I want to thank you all for being here, coming here. I've been looking.
You could not get that out of me if you were torturing me. You couldn't waterboard that out of me at all. First of all, I've never liked anyone enough to kiss their album and spoon it. And if I did, I would never tell anyone that. Anyone. I would keep that to myself. I would die with that secret, okay? Because that's awkward. Like, oh, I was kissing your albums and I just, no, absolutely not. And they're like, oh my God, I just love Bret Michaels. What do you mean? You weren't born in his heyday. Like, you were literally still in utero and you're like, I love him so much. Okay, girly.
Looking forward to doing this. You all look beautiful. We're gonna have the most awesome time. But the bottom line is, I really, really got to get to know somebody. We're gonna get to know all of you, I hope.
People who say sexuality is a choice are wrong, and this is proof. Because to find this man hot when girls exist. Also, look at the fashion. The bras, like the lacy Victoria's Secret bra hanging out of your tank top. Like, this was peak. I used to dress like this. I'm not gonna lie. These were the days. Those were the days. Like, it was such a good time.
And his bandanas. He's a sexy man, but I never thought in a million years that I would be able to meet him.
She's
Never.
the only age-appropriate woman we've
25
seen.
more beautiful women in one place in my life. When I first pulled up to the house, I gotta tell you something, I was fired up. I saw 25 of the most hottest women I'd ever seen. This rocks. We are gonna have the most awesome, kick-ass time. We ready to rock this house?
Ugh. No.
Introduce you to one of my best friends, our head of security right now, Mr. Big John. How about a big hoorah, Marine? John, this is good news, right? This is a good time, good time.
So my first impression of Big John was, wow, this guy is big. I better not get in any trouble. Holy crap.
Anyway, I'm gonna
I'm glad that your first impression was, wow, this guy is big. His name is Big John. The brain cells, they are a firing.
Go get showered up and everything. I can't wait to see you on a bit. All right. See you there, Brett.
So I introduced these beautiful women to Big John, and I let Big John do what Big John does. Technically, I don't know what that is because I'm never around when he's doing it, but I always know that my party is awesome after that.
Ladies, as Brett said, I am his head of security as well as his friend. Therefore, his best interests are my best interests. That being said, we want you to have fun, but there are a few guidelines you must follow during your stay.
No kicking, hitting, spitting, fighting, grabbing hair.
No one enters Brett's room unannounced. 2, please don't touch the guitars. And 3, please don't puke in the jacuzzi, because I'm the one that's got to clean it. That being said...
First of all, they just showed us like the most elderly lady for the time, okay? I'm not being mean to her. There's literally 2 women so far that are age appropriate for Brett on this show. The rest of them, no. I don't even know what to say. And then he's just like, don't puke in the jacuzzi, like, because I'm the one who has to clean it up. You're security. I didn't know you also doubled as cleanup crew or maid service. Nothing wrong with either thing, but it's weird that you have all these jobs. I hope you're getting paid for all of them, Big John. And first of all, you should never get in a jacuzzi when you're drunk. I just think that everybody should know that. This is your PSA. Do not drunk koozie, okay? It's a terrible time because when you're drunk, you're already getting hot. And then you get in a jacuzzi. All right. That's why it goes bad.
What's your name?
Meredith.
Meredith? Meredith, I need you to hang tight for a second. We are gonna have some fun. You are? Front row?
Tiffany?
Tiffany?
Oh my
I
God.
need you to hang tight for 1 second, please.
Big John, he starts picking out girls. And we're all like, you know, you always want to be picked, right? You don't know what it's
No,
for. He
you
doesn't say
don't.
anything.
You are?
Me?
Yeah.
Kim.
I need you to hang tight for 1 second, please. You are?
Kelly?
Kelly? Okay, I need you to hang tight for 1 second, please.
I was
What?
totally bummed. I'm like, well, what about me?
And you?
Pam.
Pam? You 5, I need you to hang tight for a second.
John picks out 5 girls. I'm going, oh man.
I bet those 5 are already getting kicked because, like, did you see them? No hate, you know what I mean? But they're definitely not a Bret Michaels type of girl. This is amazing.
These girls are going to meet Brett before us. That's no
Oh
fun.
gosh.
The rest of you girls, make yourselves comfortable. Head on in the house.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought, hey, I got a VIP pass or something. It made me feel awesome. I was excited.
I've also got to say, thank God for 1080p. This was not filmed in that. And so these beautiful women, they're beautiful, but they look hideous. And they don't look good right here. But also, can we just look at this dress that this girl who's walking, did she know she was going to meet Bret Michaels? Because why is she dressed like Little House on the Prairie? Okay.
All right, ladies. As you know, backstage access is not always granted. Therefore, I'm afraid to tell you, your tour ends here.
Damn! Like, I feel bad for these women because there they were just like trying to like meet. They didn't even get to meet him. I just feel like they should have at least had the opportunity to like meet him. Like, couldn't they have at least met him? And then he was like, thank you. Yes, they came. She's got on like one of them big ass bandanas. She has on like the earrings with the fur on them. Girly Pop got extra orange. She got her ginger spice together with her diamond choker. And y'all said no? Bitch, I'd have been pissed.
Thank you for coming.
I think this is. We didn't even get to meet him.
I agree with you, Pam.
I feel humiliated what Big John did. I thought it was very mean. I came all the way from Chicago to come here and to be humiliated. That's what I feel like, basically.
This was that weird era of like not brushing your hair. This was when like white girls were really like doing this thing where it just never looked like their hair was brushed. They were still in their bag, but like it was just like they just looked like they got like it was that hairstyle. It was just wild. It was a wild time. And this was also in an era where fake titties weren't great. No hate to her. They were not great at this point in time. Okay.
Ridiculous. I can't freaking believe this. I came here to get my man, and I intend to. I ain't going home.
She said, I'm not going home. This shit is wild. The titty technology was not there, Raz, because they look like two hard rocks sitting atop your body. And it wasn't good. It wasn't until like, I don't know, around like 9, 10 that they really started getting like titty technology on par with what they look like now. Like now, when somebody has fake titties, unless they get them like ginormous, you really don't know. Oh, look at them all running into the house. Look at this big ass belt. Oh my God, I remember this shit. Listen, okay.
When I get in the house, it's huge. There's leopard print everywhere. There's guitars, there's a drum kit.
Leopard print.
It's amazing.
What are you drinking, baby? The moment that we first walked in the house, everybody like searched and ran for the bar, and we all just started cracking open champagne, beer. I mean,
And this, my friends, was the main ingredient in reality shows way back when, was booze. In fact, I do believe, and I could be wrong, okay, but there was a battle between the producers of Survivor and Big Brother, because I think they did the same things. And then those who made like Real World, and the battle was that the CBS versus MTV basically was like, yeah, well, at least we don't have to get our contestants drunk to make them interesting. Whoop. And honestly, one day I might go into it, was like the amount of people who had like alcohol and drug problems and they were exacerbated by being on MTV's The Real World. That's a conversation for another day. But this is where everything always goes wrong. Everybody just starts drinking. And of course you do. You're nervous. You're being filmed. It's hard not to like indulge in the alcohol at that point, because it's very, very difficult to be in this kind of weird ass situation. So I think we're going to see things get weird. And I feel bad for these ladies. There must be people who were killed by these shows by way of addiction. Yes. Ruthie had an alcohol addiction. There was another young man whose name I actually cannot remember right off the top of my head, but he died.
whatever you find yourself to drink.
Cheers, everybody. Nice to meet everybody to the Rock of Love. Here's the bread.
Are we allowed to play drums? One of the first things I noticed was a little stage in the corner with drums and guitars and amps and microphones. I was like, yes, this is awesome. It was like right in my element. I was so excited. He's a musician, I'm a musician, and I think that definitely is going to make me stand out amongst the other girls.
Try hard. First of all, I wouldn't want to win, Brett. That's not a prize. Could you imagine? Like, your prize at the end of this is Brett Michaels. And I'm so sorry. No, I want something better.
When I was listening to the drums, I was like, this sucks. You're trying too hard. Stop.
It doesn't suck. But she is trying too
I
hard.
think that you and I would be the best girlfriends for him. I agree. Chrissy and I are standing by the bar, and we decided that we should be best friends because we're both blonde, and you know we can bond over that. And we're very much alike, so. She
said, "'Cause we're both blonde." Bitch, isn't everyone blonde? Am I insane? Everyone's blonde. Okay. I'm like, everyone is blonde. We should be besties because blonde. I think a lot of these shows encourage the drinking. Listen, there was this thing where you could pretend like because of alcohol, right? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens on spring break stays in spring break. What happens at the gaycation stays in the gaycation. You have to watch the Kenny JD video on that, but like, there was like this prevalence all the time of like what happens at stays there, because like you could just act like you're getting drunk. And since I'm drunk, that's why I had a threesome. Like, babes, no, you wanted to have a threesome. You're just using the alcohol to get away with it so that nobody slut shames you. And it's fine if you wanted to get railed by 2 dudes or 2 girls or a dude and a girl or 2 days. Whatever you want to get railed by in your 3-way. Do you know what I mean? You should enjoy that. You don't need the alcohol so that nobody slut shames you. If they slut shame you, just be like, it's not my fault. You don't know how to have fun.
We're like, okay, we can be the Barbie twins. Regardless, you're my girlfriend. Hey, you're my girlfriend. And he's our boyfriend. Yay! We're like, oh my God, we're like twins. Kind of, but sort of, but not really, but still like twins. We're smart Barbies. What? If we put our boobs...
What did she just say? Did any of that make sense? We're like twins. Kind of, sort of, but not really, but like twins. They don't, Pi. That is actually a reason that there's been multiple lawsuits against Netflix's Love is Blind. That and the way that they continuously put the contestants in dangerous situations with felons. They feed them quite a bit of alcohol with very little food. So
Together we can think better.
Brandy C and Christia definitely have their own language and they are living on their own planet completely. There's really nothing else going on. Up here, it's all physical.
No, we are smart. I'm serious, we're smart.
Oh, Lord.
There's no way I'm leaving this house. I didn't come all the way from Chicago to be eliminated before I even walked in the door.
Drama!
I mean, I fought for it. I'm here, and I plan on staying.
So I'm standing there.
Couldn't be me.
Is that?
I didn't just knock. I pounded on the door. I got a challenge for Big John to get his ass up here right now.
Girly Pop said, and I'm telling you. She said, no, I'm coming back. Couldn't be me. Listen, if already they were like, you are just not his type of, I'm just going to leave because the humiliation of like banging on the door like a cop. Are you serious? All right, girl.
Coming up.
Hey, lower your voice. Don't threaten me. How the hell did she get back in the house?
What we're gonna do is get pictures with everybody. Turn sideways.
Oh my God.
Good. Give me a sexy shot. Good Lord.
And later.
Oh no, I promised her.
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Man, they're just yanking me around like a football.
Disgusting. Listen. Also, I just need y'all to look at her back muscles. I'm not fucking with her. All right? I'm going to tell you right now. Look at her back muscles as she's pounding on this door. Baby, I'm not, nah. She knows, like, she's too strong. She is strong, okay? She's going to beat me the fuck up. I'm good. I'm good. Whatever you want, girly. Watch.
Hello?
Big John, he called out 5 names. He told us, you're out of here. I didn't come all the way from Chicago to be eliminated before I even walked in the door.
You want to walk out here?
My name is Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. How are
You
you?
cut me and I was wondering why.
Listen, it's nothing personal. This is part of my job.
If it was up to Brett, he wouldn't have dismissed me.
No, Brett, if it was up to Brett, the entire city of LA would be here.
But I'm a big fan of his. I had a hat made. I came here all the way from Chicago.
There's literally nowhere for you to sleep.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Are y'all listening to the fucking organ? The like sad piano organ in the back, the sad church organ? No, I'm not sleeping on the floor. I get where she's coming from. He didn't even get to meet her. She made a fucking hat. But like, babes, please just go home. Please go home. I would go home.
Please. I'm begging, I'm pleading, Big John, for me to please come back into the house. Please, I'm begging you. I'll sleep in the bathroom. I'll sleep in the kitchen. I don't care. I had a hat made. I'll do anything. Anything.
Get your bags.
No. You know what? It just goes to show sometimes your biggest delusion. You know what I mean? She had zero dignity, and he's like, you can sleep in the bathroom then, I guess. Get your bags and bring your stupid ass in this house. I bet she has a landing strip because this was in the bald landing strip era. If you know, you know. If you don't, I can't say anything more because it's YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I wouldn't have said I'd sleep in the bathroom because it ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm sleeping in the bathroom with that many women. No.
You finally said you.
Oh, Pie, you missed the era of vajazzling. Vajazzling. It's not a piercing, okay? Please understand. You bedazzled your vagina. The 2000s were a very weird time. I need people to understand. This was a very strange era, okay?
Yeah, and I jumped up, hugged him, and I didn't let go. It's meant to be. I was meant to be here.
Hey, there's one of the girls that didn't make it in, I thought.
Tiffany's in the house!
Tiffany came into the house. I was like, well, what the hell? I thought she was eliminated outside.
But how'd you make it back? I begged, I pleaded, I stole from the rich, gave to the poor.
Well, cheers to you.
Yay.
I was a little pissed because, I mean, how the hell did she get back in the house? I mean, what did she do? Someone's.
Okay, she says that as she's stumbling over to her, okay? Like, she's stumbling over. I was a little pissed. I'm like, maybe you shouldn't argue while drunk. But that's one of the hallmarks of shows like these. Drunk girls fighting.
Get back in?
I was going to tell you earlier that I thought that your boobs looked amazing. I think there are only 2 girls in the house with natural boobs. I think all the other girls have fake boobs too.
Which one's more real feelings?
Silicone. Because it's jelly. They have the gummy bear boobs now.
That's what I got.
Can I touch them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god. I'm so excited.
Wait.
I like it. I'm a big advocate of implants.
This was a wonderful era where, listen, if you were coming into your queerness and you weren't yet sure, everyone let you touch their titties. That's how you discovered that you were like, nah, I'm definitely gay. I'm definitely gay. I like this way too much. This is amazing. Because everybody got their tits done and everybody wanted you to touch them in every bathroom, in every bar. Every time. There was nary a bar that I went to where someone wasn't like, they're real, like they feel real. Do you want to feel them? I was like, girl, of course I want to feel them. Let me put my hands on those puppies and judge. Listen, I am better than a man. Thank you, because no still means no. If she said no, I wouldn't touch them.
Some plastic surgery. To see girls have it, that's cool. They feel great, but as a comparison, they're not jelly. I love my boobs. They are the best birthday present I got from my parents last year.
I need everyone inside into the main room. What we're going to do is form a single file line.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She got her titties from her parents. Wow. Okay. Apparently my mom doesn't love me because I did not get titties. I know you're looking at these thinking to yourself, those are nice. But back then, they weren't what I wanted. Okay? I would actually really like removable titties, like a detachable penis, detachable titties. Put them on when I want them, take them off when I don't, you know? This was also the area of moms getting their kids nose jobs at 16. Like that was your sweet 16 birthday present. Like, here you go. Here's your nose job. Like, this is how we got where we are today with Instagram face. I like this era better because everyone didn't look the same though. I really like this because back then people were like removing a bump in their nose and they were calling it a deviated septum.
Everyone's gonna one by one go up and meet Brad. Awesome. We'll start the parties off.
Okay. We're in the house hanging out, and Big John tells us all to get in one line because we're finally gonna meet Brett in one-on-one, which is very exciting.
First kiss, we had to line up. And as soon as we lined up, of course, I get in front.
Hey, ladies, do me one favor and give me one single file.
Like, girl, what? Oh, Jesus, like, calm down. It's not that. Okay.
Brett's gonna introduce himself. You're gonna introduce yourself to Brett, and we just basically started off that way.
It's finally time to meet Brett, and I'm so excited. I've been a huge fan of his for forever, and so I'm just waiting to see how sexy he is.
What do you mean forever? You're like 22. He was 44 at this time. Does forever mean like at 20 you discovered Poison? Because it was playing on like the oldie station. the metal station where they were like, WFLLA, Metal Mania. You know, I never seen you look so good. I did that too good.
See if we can maybe get a little bit of snuggling going on.
Hey, Brian.
Snuggling.
God, he's like the hottest rock star ever. Yeah, I want that.
What?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
In 2007.
Tan and he's blonde and we probably look like brother and sister a little bit, but that's hot.
All right, here's what we're doing.
Listen, I'm gonna die. Listen, a part of me just died. A part of me just died. Judge all you want, okay? Because they are fighting for Brett. And yes, she did just say we kind of look like brother and sister, but that's hot. This was also, let me just bring you back, in the age where adult films that involved sexual gratification from two contracted and willing individuals had a lot of stepbrother, stepdaddy, stepson type entertainment.
Everybody, I want to make this house the most awesome big backstage party. What we're going to do is get
Oh,
pictures
you're
with
ashamed
everybody,
of
right?
yourself.
I love shooting
Are you
photos. I love
embarrassed?
photography.
This
It's
is
one of my
embarrassing.
favorite hobbies. So in order to set up their VIP all access pass, I would like to shoot them because it helps me to look at their faces and their personalities through the lens.
Come on up here. You stand right here. Sexy as you want to be. Look at that cut, hot body. Good God. Yeah, you look good. Give me your sexiest shot, all right?
Rodeo goes out there, takes some pictures. She tries to flex those muscles, look a little bit more manly for Brett. I'm sure he likes that.
I am so sorry, girl, wherever you are from, because you have an accent. The internalized misogyny ain't cute. Ain't cute. I hope you don't win. That was real fucked up. First of all, she is a lovely woman, and I do remember her, and I always thought she should win because she was the only one who was near his age and would make sense vying for his affection. Like, she was listening to his music when she was 18. Do you know what I mean? She's got a cut body, nice titas, cute smile, square jaw, live for it, live for it. She's fucking cute. Don't count out us old bitches, okay?
You are done. Give me a kiss and you're on your way.
Ah!
I love a girl in a cowboy hat. It is just purely sexy. She was built, I mean, ripped. And I knew even if I didn't want it, she was gonna have a piece of me. Come here, baby.
So is Brett into consensual non-consent? I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum. It can be a good time. What a weird way to say it, though. Because he did just say that. He was like, even if I don't want it, she's gonna make me take it. Like, what the fuck? All right, Brett, have a good time. Enjoy your life.
What is your name?
Would you like me to remind you?
Yes.
Tiffany just starts slobbering all over
Oh!
the place, and I'm getting grossed out. I really don't want to taste her nasty saliva because I don't know where that girl's been.
I just need to say, first of all, every time I think for 1 second I might be wrong about being ace, I see two people make out. I'm correct. I'm ace. Gross. Disgusting. Okay? This is anti-hot. Reality shows literally had a way where everybody was just like slobbing on each other. Just disgusting. You could not pay me to make out with somebody after just watching them make out with someone else. I would rather throw up and like not let it get out of my mouth and have to swallow it back down. That's how much I would rather not kiss somebody after I watch that. Ugh, gross.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to shoot from this angle now. Oh yeah, here we go.
Right there.
Why does she look
When I looked
confused?
at Tiffany, there was part of her that said, just make love to me right now. Oh yeah, that's good. And there was a part of her that said, I'm on a lot of chemicals right now.
That's true.
But it just kind of turned me on. Oh, that's good.
So Girly Pop obviously is on some kind of substance besides alcohol. And just as an FYI, you can't be doing them bin back type photos if the lighting ain't there, Hans. And you have to be completely aware of your face to do that, okay? You can't just be like, oh, look at my titties. Like, you have to be very aware of your face so you don't look confused, constipated. Yikes. Okay. They call me AC McAce. The asexual wonder. I'm fucking done.
Oh yeah, now turn sideways.
Oh,
Lean
girl.
a little bit. That was really good. That is hot right there.
I like how they just skipped over the black girl. They just skipped her. Which honestly, at this point, like, I'm okay with that. Have your racism in here. Have your like anti-black shit here. Like, I'm fine with that. Leave us out of this mess, okay? Don't show us too much so that we can have plausible deniability that we were involved in this show.
Awesome.
Not her name
I gotta
being
be honest with
Tawny.
you, I was having a lot of emotions pouring through my member.
Through his member?
As we all know, there is a lot of competition, and I saw how he was kissing other girls, and I was like, I'm not going for nothing less than that.
Ah, I just saw your tongue. Gross. No.
A little French song involved kiss, which was very nice. No disappointments there. Thank you.
John, I'll be back in a minute. Hold on a second. Okay. No, pull that up.
I'm so sorry, but him like getting a stiffy every time somebody kisses them. Can you please grow up, sir? You're 44. At the time this was 44. He's like 60 something now, right? Does that math? I'm like, is that kind of math? This was 07. Oh my God, that was so long ago. Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel.
We gotta see that up.
I
No,
don't
go.
think I can
Just
stand on one leg right now,
just
but
go.
I'll try.
Oh, yeah.
Magdalena had the most cleanly shaven, smooth, hot legs run all the way up to her ass. It was wonderful, beautiful.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good God. That is a killer shot. Oh, damn. Girl, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is hot. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Oh, damn.
This was also before Selfie Nation. So y'all have to remember that, like, this is all we knew about being sexy. And this is why you still see, like, a lot of, like, elder millennials when they're trying to be, like, hot in a photo, being like, that's why. Because this is before selfies really started to, like, take off, front facing cameras. Like, this was before. So, like, let's not judge these ladies on how poorly some of them are really performing in these photos. We didn't know. Okay? This was back when we were still digital cameras, babes. This is where we were still, like, digital fucking cameras. All right, we went out with digital cameras. We took a bunch of photos that looked terrible still, even with a digital camera, because, like, they still hadn't figured out, like, low light cameras and all of that kind of shit, and everything looked dark. You look sweaty. All right, that's why you had to take photos before you pre-gamed and you pre-photoed. That's how things were.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Something about to pop.
Thank you, God.
I'm feeling extremely horny, and I'm telling you, I'm ready to explode.
Just give me your sexiest, coolest. Forget anyone's.
I don't think she knows how to do that.
Place, all right. Now give me really sexy. Just
She's
look right
like-
at me. Lean right into it. All right, you ready? Baby, give me nothing but sex, all right? All right, work me, baby. All right, here we go.
I am so sorry. That is hilarious. He's like, give me nothing but sex. The more he says, give me nothing but sex, the wider that their eyes are. I'm gonna die. Listen, this is like the best thing for my spirit right now. I appreciate y'all coming along for this ride because this is hilarity at the highest levels.
Make this good and sexy. This is good times right here.
She's like,
Hey, John, can you grab me that other lens?
that was so mean, breaking the glass on her. She just didn't know how to sexy. Listen, if you wanted to take sexy pictures of yourself, I'm going to give you some old people lore. What you had to do back then, okay, to take a sexy photo of yourself is you had to get, you know, a disposable Fuji cam. And you'd have to like try to set it up at an angle that you thought would take pictures of your stuff. You would have to take some random pictures of things in the room, right? Because this is back when you would still go get your film developed in like a CVS or like a Walmart. You know, it had like 24 photos. And the first 7 would just be like plants outside and like your bed and some stuffed animals, your hoo-ha.
Bus, club, another club.
Your vajazzled vajayjay, your butt cheeks, one titty, plants.
Another club, plane, next place.
Like that is how it used to be. I feel like this in this age, y'all do not understand the lengths that we had to go to like, because the photos were going to get developed. Your hope was that whoever developed the photos somehow wouldn't notice that you had like topless photos in the middle of your Fujifilm roll. You knew. They saw it. And this was one of the reasons why you would try to send your friend in to go get your photos. So you didn't have to look them in the eye and know that they knew what you did. You fucking knew. The times were hard. And I fear a lot of people don't understand how hard these times were.
So, come here. How are you doing?
Everybody's doing their own little thing, this and that. I wanted to stand out a little bit more.
You gonna give me a sexy, sexy shot? All right, here we go.
Brett's taking all these sexy shots of all these dumbass brides. They don't know about sexy. I'll show them sexy.
Aaron, come here.
That is good.
She totally posed with her boobs. I'm not going to lower myself to a stripper whore level. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to cover them up.
I'm not going to lower myself to a stripper whore level. Darling, I don't know if you noticed, but you are competing with 25 other women for Bret Michaels. Bitch, are you okay? You are already there. You are already at the bottom. You are already on the pole, okay? You've already sold yourself. It's okay that you didn't want to show your tits. Fine. But you're already low, okay? You are a little John low. Let me see you get low. You scared, you scared. Drop that ass to the floor. Okay? That's where you are. I just need you to know.
Heather the whore. She's a 32-year-old stripper flashing her on TV. In a sense, I feel sorry for her.
Good Lord.
Can we also please just pay attention to the fact that this other girl's titties, whoever she is, who's trying to talk shit about Heather, who at least knows who the fuck she is and what she wants, are screaming for life in this tube top that she's wearing. They are begging for release. They can barely stay in there. I liked Heather. I remember liking Heather because she was at least herself.
That's rock and roll right there.
Men always like boobs, so if you got a nice rack, show them.
Contest is over. Thank you.
I would also like to say, remember I told you about that was the look. That was how we knew how to be sexy.
I'm gonna need a cold shower after that one. Be good time. Hello, Lacey. What are you doing, baby?
Say hi. Nice to meet you.
After the photo shoot, what my real intention was now beyond just a physical level or what I saw through the lens, through their eyes. I had to get down to actually communicating with these girls, talking to them, finding out where they're from, what they're about.
What you doing, baby?
Also, please, let's note that Brett, old ass Brett, keeps calling them girls. And I don't know why, but that does make my vagina fold up in on itself and go back up inside my body.
I am so excited, man.
I'm really excited.
Cheers. Salute.
So much fun.
After the photo shoot, Brett's finally joining the party. He's finally gonna spend one-on-one time with everybody. I'm so excited right now.
Okay, so what were you saying now?
You live here in LA, right?
Yeah,
I'm a Texas girl.
Yeah, you're in Texas. Where are you from in Texas?
Dallas.
I love Dallas.
Do
It's
you
good.
really?
Yeah, we play every year. We go down. You know,
Brett's hanging out.
I would like to say that very few people in Dallas are from Dallas. I would just like to say that. It's like very few people from LA are from LA. Dallas is the same way. Dallas is a city that very few people are from. Now, people can be from surrounding cities, but very few people are from Dallas proper. I just needed to say that out loud.
Out with other girls for who knows what reason. I need my time with him. I need some me and you time.
and I went down there and I talked our band into playing Poison, into playing a club. Yes, I'm coming. I'm watching you.
I'm not very good at it. You should be watching.
I'm watching everything going on. I'll come 1 second. Just let me hang. Yes.
So I decided to tell him that, you know, you should teach me how to play pool. And he tells me, okay, I'm coming. I'm going to play pool with you. Give me 2 minutes with these girls. I'm like,
I'm coming right over to play pool with you.
okay.
All right. Okay.
So cute.
She's nice. Hello. Come on in. Sit down.
Wait, is that top? Is that just a top and not a dress? Hold on. I thought it was a dress. It is not. Do you see here in this general area? She's wearing another skirt. What is happening? The fashion of this time was terrible. It really, like, some of it was great, but this doesn't even, I'm like, girl, what denim?
Hello. Come on in. Sit down. Everyone, come in. Sit down. We got plenty of room.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Sit on him. I won't break your knee.
No, you come in here. I can handle it.
I mean, come on. He should have seen me right off the bat and been like, I need to hang out with you. But instead, he's hanging out with these other girls. Why? They're not pretty. It's just getting really annoying.
Right. Gotcha.
You said you'd help.
I am 160 seconds. All right, let me jump up. I'm going to go talk to a couple of the girls.
Here with me, because she's got the
All right,
strength.
we're going back. Come on.
How could he do this to me? Doesn't he want to see me alone? It sucks. It sucks really bad because
It might be the baby voice, hun. Because even though he likes to pretend like girls, you might be a little too girl for him. It might be talking like Bib. It might be that. It might be that.
I want to know him really bad.
Because I can legit tell the difference.
Sit down. I'm doing awesome.
I'm gonna show my girlfriend a little bit because I really like her.
I realized this first night was my first night of what it would be like on 21 first dates. But I haven't been on a lot of dates. I've either had crazy, wild rock and roll bus sex, or I've been in long, committed relationships.
I have a question, please.
Sure.
I hate the way he has to say rock and roll with like everything. Like rock and roll bus sex. It's just bus sex. Do you know what I mean? Like, like if you're not in a rock band, you have to call it like R&B bus sex, jazz bus sex, metal bus sex. Like, he just didn't want to say the word groupies at this point because he doesn't want to seem like a dirtbag.
Go ahead.
What's your goal?
Which he is.
You know, it's a strange thing. I don't go. I go on the road and I party and I love to have a great time. But as you don't meet someone on the road you're probably going to meet and fall in love with. You might meet someone and hang out, right?
You're on the road and it's a crazy lifestyle, and it has absolutely been a kick-ass ride. But now I want to get away from the craziness and the partyiness. I'm looking for that special
Partiness.
someone.
I'm a pretty lucky guy, and I know most guys would kill to be here right now. But you don't want to go through the rest of your life.
Right.
And and then let me go back to your question.
I don't don't know what the fuck he said. I don't know if they just edited it that way. But the way the two prudes in the house, no hate to them. They can live their life how they want. We're just like, and then he just felt so awkward. Oh, that's me for real when I just like say some off the wall shit. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't know I was gonna say that out loud. They're both just like, They were traumatized. Maybe they don't want Brett. Pearls were indeed clutched, Feffy. Oh my God.
What I was saying, though, to answer all that, this much communication was a lot of work for me. So I knew that this was not going to be easy. All right, talk to me. Tamara. She was probably physically one of the most beautiful women I've ever looked at.
So what do you like? What is your, do you like to party a lot? Do you like to stay at home?
I just think when you're happy and you know what you want, and I don't know. I think
what?
I like a lot of different things.
Right. I was thinking to myself, Tamara, you're beautiful, and you're staring at me, or through me, possibly. I'm not really sure which, but I'm thinking, are you understanding the words coming out of my mouth?
Okay, let me ask you this. Is it kind of strange just being in this situation of seeing all the girls and everyone just kind of hanging out, or you don't know yet?
I don't know the details. I don't know the amount of time.
I will also point out that this was also the era of Zanny bars, okay? So maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem with some of these girls, because this doesn't look just like drunk. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, that was the thing about reality shows back then. They would literally have the background of everybody else like so loud. They did not know how to do like audio mixing, because they would mic the whole fucking house to be able to catch everything. But the problem was they didn't mix it later. So all you could hear was like everybody else yelling. Meanwhile, Girly Pop over here like, no, I just like people to be happy, like, whatever. This was also like people were taking like just any prescription medication with alcohol. And it was a weird time. I can't stress it enough. The amount of times people would do that and be like, oh, it's going to make you drunker, which it doesn't, but it can kill you. So don't do that. Choose one or the other, not both. Hopefully just the alcohol if you're talking about recreationally, because one of them is legal and one of them is not. Okay. I think my bases were covered. I don't think you should do drugs. Please let me be clear. I'm just saying.
Time or the extent of anything, but I get it.
And then I got worried. But then I looked at her body and I wasn't worried anymore.
You got sexy feet, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I was willing to excuse the fact that we couldn't hold a conversation, because I felt that eventually we would find a way to communicate. If I had to beat on a log or send smoke signals.
Were you gonna come down? You wanna hang?
I am like, Brett, girl.
Okay.
So the good, bad news is that in the near 20 years that this aired, straight men are still like this. He was like, I actually don't care that you can't actually hold a conversation, and that you're probably really high right now and you are confused, and you're just like, Brett girl. And he was like, her body's hot. I'll deal with it. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. Watching this makes me want to like live in that era again. I know that there are people who are like all these other bad things, the skinny jeans, the fat shaming, the slut shaming, but at least we were allowed to be trashy. We could be as trashy as we wanted and live our lives. Oh, and it was just such a good time. It was such a good time. Not all of it was good, obviously, but there was just something nice about being allowed to just be trashy. Our like dress style, trashy. Hair, trashy. Shoes, trashy. It was the era of trash, and it was a great time. I want to go back to wearing outfits where I have a lacy bra sticking out of my tank top. All right, like. She is a germ.
Everybody was kind of drunk by the time I got there, so I started drinking to catch up.
It just wasn't on the Why you watching? I think that Tiffany kind of needs to lay off the drinking, a little bit.
I'm so sorry, Raven. I hope that is a wig and it's a bad wig. Listen, the monster cans are sending me. they don't really do this as much anymore because once they realize that maybe you shouldn't actually have a shot that's comprised of an energy drink like Red Bull and vodka, like this was a thing. And people, your heart's racing, you're sweating, like you're just dancing. This was a rough time for alcohol too, because oh my God, the concoctions when they were like, oh, you can, Jaeger bombs, like this was just a messy time. Like this is why a lot of millennials are alcoholics today because of the like, we had Adios motherfuckers. Long Island iced teas were just like a normal thing that you were literally ordering just like a cocktail of booze with a splash of like juice.
My advice to Tiffany is to drink in moderation.
I'm Tiffany, I'm alcoholic.
Tiffany, she got completely bombed. I was just sitting back watching like, holy
Oh my God,
I don't
no.
know if she's crazy or she's just a real alcoholic, but she's making a complete fool out of herself and pissing everybody off.
I like her energy. Who was she? Her energy was great because she wasn't like calling her any nasty names. She was just like, I don't know if she's just like whatever, like just drunk or crazy, but like she's just pissing everybody off. Like she didn't deign to like call her names. I appreciate that. Girl's girl.
If it's no bad enough stuff on my face.
What?
Salt and bears.
Hammered.
Music, like, what's the
Hammered.
music player?
Okay.
Because this is stuff I wanted to ask them. They're all
Pantera,
good.
Mouth for War,
Right.
Slayer, probably Tom Waits.
You have a pretty eclectic group of music,
Yep.
which is
Yeah,
cool
that's
because that's the way I am.
The first girl that I took true notice to was Sam. She loved all the same music I love.
I love
She
her
had a ton of
haircut.
Tattoos on her, which I thought were really sexy.
Is this Heartbreak Hotel Elvis?
Yeah, yeah,
Did you ever see
absolutely.
the movie
I
True
can't
Romance?
believe that you don't
Oh,
yeah.
Also, this was like tattoo monster era. Late 90s, early aughts is when having visible tattoos stopped being a marker of like being in prison or being in a gang. And they just started being like art you put on your body. Amazing.
That's cool. I love that movie.
There was just something about her that I just totally dug.
With everything I've got on my body, from my daughters to, to my daughters to
That's
some.
my birthday, May 5th.
Is it really?
Yes.
Wow, that's a good connection right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's your daughter's birthday?
Yeah.
That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my
Heather
God.
Intimidates the out of me. I'm not gonna lie. She's very intimidating, and she's a very strong presence, and she's very here I am. Pay attention to me now.
All right, that's.
I also really like her eye makeup. I'm so sorry. Her eye makeup was like, we would still wear that look today. So
Good things.
That's great.
Yeah, they're both born in May.
Like, holy crap. That's a sign right there. He's got my birthday on his
Is
arm.
it?
Yeah, these girls just need
It's
to
not a good
recognize
sign,
They're
I
not
think.
going to beat me. Brett and I already have a connection, and we're going to be together. So, they better watch out.
her brows were still tweezed within an inch of their lives.
Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
So, who wants to learn?
We have a lot of strippers in the house. We also have a pole.
So, like this. Stay close to the pole.
God.
And you just...
Hell yeah, girl.
How do you do that? Are you saying we could do that?
You ain't. Tiffany's sitting on the side, and she's going, hey, that ain't.
Oh God, she's so Oh my God, her feet are dirty. Oh, please, please. That is a slow descent to hell. Oh God, no.
I'm going, what the hell?
Nope.
Tiffany, she was so drunk.
Sliding down this pole, upside down, swinging everywhere.
I hope to God she's gonna be eliminated because she needs to go out.
Oh God. Well, the good news is back in these days, she had on her full underwear and everything was shaved. You were just bare, top to bottom. Her feet were great. That's not for me. Like, it sicks me out. When I see people with dirty feet, like, I'm not talking about like homeless people, don't get mad. I'm talking about like this kind of situation. When your feet are dirty, I'm like, babes, put your shoes back on, please. Put on some socks. There's no reason for this. You're in a multi-million-dollar home, please.
I got here this long. I'm not gonna go home now.
Maybe you are.
There's always one.
1 second. We have not had alone time at all.
Hold on.
Well, that's our man.
Grab you behind your back. How about that? How about you better get your hand out of my face?
Woo!
I'm not gonna do. Somebody needs to call security because I'm about to that bitch up.
And later.
Listen, I would just like to say I can't wait for this particular segment. And also, Girly Pop looks so serious about this. She's like, I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. And I'm like, listen, this was also one of the first times I got to see alt black girls. Listen, it had an impact. It had an impact on my life.
I'm completely on the fence still, but it's time to get serious.
I'm stressing, I'm nervous. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
I've got one pass left.
Seriously, why you gotta do this? I'm freaking out.
That looks so uncomfortable the way she's sitting. I just want to say that. Like, I don't like those kinds of couches and shit because you're just like, yeah, so everything's pretty cool. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I'm totally comfortable leaning like this in this chair trying to have a conversation with you. It's so wonderful. I'm not uncomfortable at all. Like, no, this is great. Yeah, I'm trying to, no, I'm looking you in the eye. I'm looking you right in your eye, the best that I can in this weird position. Like, what the fuck? Okay, it's just me.
Well, you look beautiful and you look like you'd be an awesome dancer. The next girl I noticed, her name was Brandy M, but I will call her Wild Thing. When I saw this girl, I just thought completely hot, nasty rock and roll sex. I thought, what's going on?
I am Scorpio, so I'm ruled by...
I forgot about his weird ass tagline. What's going on? Sir. I'm glad we didn't make that happen. Okay, what's going on? Now we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna just randomly start saying it. What's going on? And everybody's gonna get mad at me.
By my genitals.
She said she's led by her genitals. If you missed it.
Pretty wild and crazy.
Yeah, I could see this. Yep. She was heaven and hell in one body. It was going to be a good evening. I knew that we were going to have a great rock party. Life was about to rock. This was the right house to be in. All right, so tell me more about you.
Me? I'm basic girl next door, nice girl, friends with everybody. I moved around a whole lot in my life. I guess I'm that Jessica Simpson knockoff.
Oh my God, could a blonde get every ditz here?
I'm sorry, girl. I think you might be a little too drunk. You just described yourself as a knockoff, and it could never be me. I guess I'm just that just a knockoff. Girl, what? Are you serious? Stop.
Ever. She was so dumb. She was just kind of spaced out that it was kind of like she really wasn't even there.
My mom was married like 3 times, and yeah.
When I looked at Jessica, I felt this distance that I couldn't quite explain, like as though she was kind of in the room, but not really in the room.
It's correct.
Just tell me. Tell me. It's okay. I'm trying to listen to you.
I'm so sorry the way he was like, hello? Knock, knock. I'm over here. Who are you talking to? Where are you? Come back to me, girly.
I know you're talking after.
I'm here. I think I did make a good impression.
No.
Like, I felt really smart. Like, me. What can I say?
She's a... Please watch and pay attention, because it can't just be me. She seems to have a raccoon eye problem.
Where's our man? Where's our baby boy? Where is he?
I don't know. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, we were looking for him. Because we were just wondering, where's our babe? Where's our baby boy?
I thought they were the dumbest girls I had ever met. Every time I saw them, I would walk away from them because I didn't want to get dumber by hearing their conversation.
Tanya is still a girl's girl, because she's not wrong. They do seem like they're not quite intelligent. So I also wouldn't want to catch the dumb. I also don't want to catch that. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Just have an interaction with Dumb and Dumber.
Okay, now we need to talk and talk.
Yes, sir. Brett's gonna love me because
Raven,
there's
I
something
hate
that's
this wig.
different about me that sets me apart from other people automatically. I want somebody who appreciates me for me. Because I'm very intelligent. I got a lot to offer in that respect, in that area. And they're so busy looking at the physical components of me that they're, too busy to look at the mental, the intellectual aspects.
Raven was very forceful, and she had a lot to say.
Prepare yourselves, okay?
who appreciates me for me. But I'm very intelligent. I got a lot to offer in that respect, in that area. And they're so busy looking at the physical components of me that they're, you know, too busy to look at the mental, the intellectual aspects.
Raven. It was very forceful.
Shh. And the other girl was trying to compliment her too. Like, they're just busy looking at your ass. Shh. Raven, you might want to calm down. Just relax just a smidge. Just like a little bit.
And she had a lot to say.
I'm trying to, you know, get my heart out here. And I love to think a lot. I'm a very, you know, intelligent ponderer. I think very deep. A woman has to be very obtuse about telling him that you're intelligent instead of just, you know, worming around the board. So you had a stable home. I never really did. My parents, my mom was very abusive. My father was a loving guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy.
And it's not. It's not a man's society. To me, it's a wealthy person's society. It's people who control the money. I read a lot about parallel universes, scientific worlds, Cambridge University, with certain depths of understanding.
A lot to say.
I want somebody who appreciates me for more than just my physical aspects, but for my intelligence, for my mind.
Right. And you do have a beautiful ass.
I would like to do that, Raven, but you just like don't stop talking so I can get to know your mind. You know what I mean? And obviously these edits like don't help because it makes it look like she's been talking for 75 years, but like everything she's saying isn't interesting to me. And I also really hate this wig. It's so stiff. It's just so stiff.
You look beautiful. I mean, you're totally, you know, it's sexy. You're just all cut up and you look great.
I tried really hard. I'm a personal trainer.
Me and you'll get together and we'll just do a full workout.
Really?
Yeah.
I want you to get to know who I am.
Absolutely.
And I didn't Google you because I'd rather know who you are.
You got 2 beautiful daughters.
Two?
Yeah, I got 2 little girls that are beautiful.
I have a little boy. He's 7.
Wow, that is awesome.
Rodeo was...
I'm so sorry, ma'am. And this is always going to be a criticism I have for everybody who shows up on these types of reality shows. Why? You have a child. And now he would be like 27-ish, something like near that. So he could just watch this and see you doing, oh my God. Oh God. This is before we knew the internet was forever.
My first real, true, instant connection. She talked about her son. I talked about my daughters. It was an instant communication, a very real, solid bond.
I used to be paralyzed.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like paraplegic?
I used to be in a wheelchair. I was a platform diver and I broke my feet, so it paralyzed me for about 2 years. So I had to struggle to learn how to walk again, and then I had cancer, and then I fought through that. I'm a strong lady.
You are.
I don't know if I'm incorrect in saying this, so correct me if I'm wrong. I understand that she broke her feet. I just don't feel like that's the same as paralyzed. Maybe it is. I just feel like that was a weird way to put it. Wild. She just said it weird. I kind of wish that she had said I was temporarily paralyzed. I think that's it. Because just saying paralyzed is a different connotation to me.
Strong lady. And you know what comes from all that? And this is, I've been juvenile diabetic, right? I take 4 shots a day since I've been 6 years old, right? Wow. Yep. And you know what's great about it is it makes me a stronger person.
It doesn't make you take life for granted.
And it don't make me take life for granted, and don't make me take the people around me for granted.
We talked a lot about the struggles that we had gone through to get where we are in our life.
Uh-oh.
The thorns, so to speak, that we went through to get to the roses. And that's probably why our instant bond was...
Not him again alluding to his song. We talked about all the thorns we had to go through to get to the roses. Oh my God, Brett, this is such a cringe machine.
You are beautiful. You are.
You're a handsome man.
Thank you.
When Brett grabbed my hand, it was like I could feel him in my soul through the hand.
Mariel.
I don't know if he felt it, but I know I did.
When she was so hammered, she was making an ass of herself, sitting there all wasted. She was already kicked out of the house. She shouldn't have been allowed back in. You love me, love you. She's a sloppy mess, and it was pretty funny. Hey, that's not a nice word. Oh yeah, it is. It's not a nice word. You can't go.
Did this bitch just drop an M-bomb? She did. I'm liking how this other woman is already reacting like, oh, I'm supposed to get offended. Like, as an adult, it makes me laugh whenever like a racist white person or thinks that they're gonna like drop the N-bomb and I'm gonna just suddenly go feral and attack them. I'm like, babes, did you think I got to 45 years old without a single person calling me that? Okay.
Throwing words like that around.
Hey, now, simmer down, simmer down. No, you simmer down. I got this one faded.
She's not from America, leave her alone.
Excuse me?
I think you should throw your drink in her face and get it over with.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Tiffany starts kind of yapping. I don't know what the conversation was, but I know it definitely offended a few people.
No.
Not me, though.
Hey,
we're just having a good time.
If I wanted my drink thrown in your face, it would be done. It would be done. It would be done.
I think that Tiffany is incredibly drunk. She looks 50. I really have no problem with her being here. As long as she stays out of my face, things will be fine.
This is ridiculous.
Wait a minute, you just...
That's some Taurus energy right there. Just smiling the whole time. As long as she stays the fuck out of my face, it'll be fine. Which means she's really close to knocking her the fuck out.
Like,
What's your name, honey?
wait a minute.
You need to go trot back over there.
No, here's what I'm not gonna do.
Here's what I'm not gonna do.
She kept
Not the
coming in my
stable.
face, and I ain't having it. Threaten me in front of my face. I'm not threatening
Then we'll threaten you behind your back. How about that? How about that?
Not
You better get your hand out of my face. You do not know me.
Don't
You
threaten
do
me with
not
good.
know me.
Somebody needs to call security because I'm about to that bitch up.
Jen, you act like you don't know me.
You just called me by the wrong name, so I'm not going to acknowledge you.
The other girls hate me. I'm asking you, what's up?
Nothing's up. We're not going to talk to you, so you need to go back inside.
And later,
We have got 15 passes, 21 girls,
How could Brett do this to us? So freaked out.
and this decision can be really, really hard.
Was it really hard? Also, just as a side note, like this is 2007. This is still how Black women are being treated on a lot of these reality shows. Yeah, she begged to be there. She was like banging on the door, and instead of like showing Brett I can't believe I'm making this sentence, but instead of showing Brett why she deserves to be there, she just like hammered and antagonizing people and being racist AF. It's like, all right, girl, all right, I guess that's what we're doing today.
Excuse me?
I think you should throw your drink in her face and get it over with.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
We're all hanging out around the bar at one point of the night, and we're all mingling, and Tiffany, she got in my face, and she got like pointing her finger into my face and telling me she's gonna teach me a lesson.
Y'all really need to stop. This is ridiculous.
Wait a minute, you just like
I think, what's your name, honey?
Think about it.
Trot back over
No,
there.
here's what I'm not gonna do.
Here's what I'm not gonna do.
I don't know what the conversation was, but Tiffany, who was making an ass of herself, acting like an idiot, saying the wrong things to the wrong people.
Threaten me in front of my face. I'm not.
What does that mean, Jess?
You behind your
I was
back. How about
talking
that?
to you.
How
I
about
was
that?
not.
You better get your hand out of my face. You do not know me.
Don't threaten me with a good.
Also, can we just talk about how cute her skull dress is? Like, it's so cute. I would still wear that dress today.
Don't threaten me with.
Hey, lower your voice. Come on, we're trying to have a good time and get to know him. Lower your voice and cut it out. Pay attention right now. I actually had to raise my voice to her and, kind of put her in her place.
Seriously, this is not the place.
It isn't. I'm trying to tell her that. And all I could do was laugh at her because she was such a sloppy mess. Big John needs to realize that he made a huge mistake by letting her back in and needs to kick her back out.
Yeah, Big John, you done fucked up.
I told you not to make me regret it. Now don't. Mellow out.
He's like mellow out. Like, she can't. She's drunk.
How are you doing, beautiful girl?
I'm good.
Jess, she is an absolutely stunning girl. When you look at her body, she is
The
tight. I mean,
pants.
she is like, her arms are ripped. Everything about her was sexy. This girl's pretty damn hot, and I needed to get to know her. I needed to find out a little bit more about her. You know what? It's tough for me just getting to hang and know everybody. I think that's.
Oh, here comes the disaster.
What you doing, girl?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
We just sat down. Tiffany walks up out of nowhere, just stands right in between.
Ooh, I bet she got that vomit breath. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever listen? You know what I'm talking about? That breath that they get when they're like close to heaving, and like they come up and start talking to you. They're like, "Hey," and you're like, "Oh." You may not know this yet, but you're about to throw up.
Brett and I.
Give us just a minute. We're gonna come right. I'm gonna go find you. I'm just getting to know him. You're gonna be my crazy party girl, aren't you?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Uh-huh.
And then she just stands there. And it's getting really obnoxious because he already kind of gave her the go away. And then, we just kept talking and ignored her.
And this is my question for you all. What do you hope to kind of get out of this? Like, what do you see being here?
To be honest, I really don't know what I'm looking for out of it. I mean, I'm open for anything, and I think surprises are a great thing, so I think if I don't have any expectations going into it, I'm just going to be automatically surprised.
You could tell right off the bat the girl was smart, she had a lot of wit, but I could tell instantly about her guard up, hand out. She was this was her distance from me.
I'm confident in who I am and the person that I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
In the
so
way
it's
you
like,
look, I can
and
tell.
if you want to be a part of that, awesome.
But I gotta be honest with you, that immediate wall was kind of a turn on.
And I would feel the same way. I would feel the same way. If I was in a situation, I'd be like,
Once again, why are straight men like this? Like, the fact that she wouldn't immediately let me in and didn't want to make out with me and wasn't trying to show me her titties kind of turned me on. Love a girl that's hard to get. Sorry, listen. I'm not sorry. I mean, you're a stranger. Like, that part. Like, he's literally a stranger. He's 20 years older than her in a rock band that she, like, only knows about from watching VH1. Behind the music. And now she's here. Oh, and she's just like watched him make out with a bunch of chicks. Like, it's not like this isn't hot. It's not, this isn't a sexy time to me.
if they like me, I'll give everything I can.
So far, I've had no time with Brett. I'm pretty pissed off. He just needs to hang out with me. Like, seriously, we have not had alone time at all.
We are going right now. We are going up those stairs right now.
All right.
You're kidding me,
No,
right?
you promised me you'd help me with school, and you didn't help me.
I promised her one thing. I gotta, wait, you
Let
said
me tell you something.
It
Steph
doesn't
Sarah
matter.
was too.
No, we
Babe,
can't.
no, it does matter. You promised me. That's
I
not
did.
fair. So I'm trying to get Brett's attention, and he keeps blowing me off, and it's just getting really annoying. Mia's trying to take Brett away from me, which isn't okay. You
All right,
promised
listen,
me.
here's
It is very embarrassing because she's hitting that like high pitch that's like, are you okay? That's not fair. Like, you're a grown up ish. Grownish up ish. This is before people thought about, because this is also really before people were like making careers after being on these shows. Like, this was like the start of it. This was the start of more and more people getting like careers out of it, being on other shows, being on other VH1 shows. This is like before we get to the Instagram. I did it. This is before we get to like the Instagram becoming a social media star from being on a reality show. So embarrassing, yes. Humiliating, also, yes. I wonder if she looks back on this. If I can, I will start trying to go back and look up all these contestants like per episode and just do like a recap on each person if that I can find information on.
the deal. You gotta hang. You gotta give me a second because I did promise her, but I gotta hang with her for a minute. Okay, yes.
Too bad. Sorry.
All right, hold on. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. There's more sisters.
Hold on. What was really strange during this entire party was they would pull you in sort of groups. Like all of a sudden there'd be two, yank you one way, then three the other, then two the other. Man, they're just yanking me around like a football.
Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna hang with you and you. We're gonna hang and talk. Then I'm coming to meet. We sat, so I'm gonna find you, and then we gotta hang because we haven't spent no time. Here we go. All right, come on.
I figured 21 beautiful women, I had to struggle and just get myself, I had to find a way, inner strength to get through this thing.
Much better for me in conversation.
Inner strength to deal with all these women who apparently want to vie for your affection.
Ashamed of yourself.
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
It's humiliating. Like, oh my God, the way that I would fall apart. Could you imagine like this being archived for the rest of your life for people to know you did this shit? Oh God, I'm so glad I didn't make it onto the real world. Yes, I did try out. You're welcome.
All right, baby, here's what we got to do because it's going to go really bad. I think we're going to have a big old cat fight here in about 2 seconds.
It's not a cat fight, it's just a set disappointment. Tiffany, of all people, proceeds to sit on his lap with her skirt on because she's a slut. This is my man and we're having some alone time. Like, why are you here?
Oh my God.
Well, that's a good angle and all, but yeah, you know what? Being a slut was way less season.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean to her, but honestly, that is a kitty cat that I literally would want nowhere near me because I feel in my heart of hearts that she doesn't take care of herself enough, and it might have a slight odor.
No, I'm.
She just wants to get it on.
It's
so
fine.
we're just.
It's fine.
Is that my belt buckle or what's going on?
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh!
Tiffany was kind of turning me on a little bit, yet I had a feeling she may also try to kill me.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow.
Couldn't get her off of me. It almost became brutal, to be honest. She beat my penis to a pulp, and it was a dry beating.
Dry beating. I live. Yeah. Yeah. I could not imagine somebody just like bouncing up and down on your business, regardless of what type of business you got. It doesn't feel good. This is why you need stripper courses. You have to get on it a certain way so that you're like, it's massaged, not ground. It's what you deserve.
What's that? Don't go anywhere, baby. I'm gonna go find Big John.
I still haven't had any.
He's like, I gotta find Big John.
Did you all see Big John? What? Big John. Anyone seen that? Isn't he supposed to be out here doing something?
There was a point where I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, John should have pushed this down to 5. Maybe 5 was the right answer. Just start at 5. It would have been a short rock of love.
I'm sick of everyone right now. All I want in the world is to just talk to him for 1 second.
I think our man is being with.
Damn it, come on! Ah, that's our man! We're getting more and more into the night, and he's hanging out with everybody else, but he's having no alone time with me at all. That's our man. I know, but just relax. It's all right. Okay? Makes me a little nervous. It makes me a little uneasy that he's had no time with me to really get to know me and see that I'm perfect for him.
We're not gonna go out there. We're not gonna be sluts about it. We asked him to hang out with us, and he was going to, and then some girls grabbed him, and who knows what happened, and now they're up there with him, and we can't go up there, which sucks.
I don't feel like he loves me.
Girl, what?
No, I'm sitting here. I don't care about.
I don't feel like this man that I just met a second ago, who's been entertaining 20 some odd other women, loves me. I feel like the bleach hit differently back then.
Anybody.
This is what you wanted?
Get over it.
She makes the crackhead cry.
Be a big girl.
Not you calling her a crackhead.
You either fix your problem or I'll make sure you go.
And later, unfortunately, you have to eliminate 6.
I'm totally freaking out. I'm stressing. I'm nervous.
I've got 1 pass left, and this decision can be really, really hard.
These shows were everything. I'm so sorry.
Excuse me, get it out your teeth. Miserable to get it out. What's up?
I'm asking you, what's up? Tiffany, where do I begin? She's kind of an outcast. She's kind of a third wheel.
You need to go back inside. You need to start walking that way. Nobody's talking to you.
Are you kidding me?
Nobody's gonna talk to you. We're not gonna talk to you.
Tiffany already had her first chance when Big John.
Like, girl, you called me and... Why would you think I would want to hang out with you? What would make you think that, like, I would want to spend time with you as a black woman? Like, are you serious? Listen, the fact I was just talking about this, Osprey. I really want to go back to this, like, because like this fashion was so fun. I'm so sorry. This was like such a good time. This is when like you just made your own style, kind of. You know what I mean? Like there was stuff that you did, like there were things that were in fashion, but like also you just had so much room for individuality. Because again, this is like before Instagram is like this big thing. This is before YouTube is huge. Like this is before all of this. So like you could just fashion the way you wanted to fashion. The hair is giving. Does she look like, you know, that character from Fortnite? Yeah. Is that bad? No, it's fabulous. Fantastic.
Eliminated her, let her back in the house after she begged. This girl is just obnoxious, disrespecting everybody. Plain and simple, Big John just needs to kick her ass out.
You act like you don't know me.
What?
You act like you don't know me.
He doesn't know you.
That's
I'll
not
walk
her.
down here anyway.
That's
different. She's not cordial.
Jen?
You just called me by the wrong name, so I'm not going to acknowledge you.
Sweet.
You want to talk to me, call me by my name.
For sure.
And speak English. Tiffany just stood there. She's obviously up. I think you owe everybody an apology. Why is she getting a second chance? I personally don't feel that she deserves it.
Whatever. You know who's pissing me off? Everybody thinks that, like, from the south side, they ain't. I said.
What?
Later, haterade.
What is this barefoot, drunk as fuck bitch talking about? Like from the south side? Does she even know? She doesn't know what she's saying. She's hammered. Hopefully, whatever issues that she may have had at that time have since been resolved.
See you later. See you later. Are you having a good time?
I'm having an awesome time. I just can't. You know what's weird is I know. Let's sit down. I'll tell you the deal. The thing is trying to get to know everybody in such a quick amount of time. Man, you're all so beautiful and just.
Brett, what are you looking for?
You know what? Here's what I'm looking for. Every night of my life is a party. Are you going to be able to deal? There's a party going on in the bus and you hear those girls screaming. Are you going to be able to say, you know what?
I've been doing this for the past 5 years. I've been a touring musician myself. I know exactly what goes on.
I am compatible with Brett because I'm a rocker chick and he's a rocker.
I'm a rocker
really
chick.
Don't get much more compatible than that.
The way that I look at it is, if you're a chick and you're with a good guy.
Listen, this was before the aesthetic conversation that Gen Z has. The skater girl, the rocker chick, the cool girl. This was the era where you, especially that where you had to be like, I like rock music and metal. I like skateboarding and X Games. You had to categorize your type of womanhood. South side of Chicago. Maybe didn't she say she was from Chicago? Girl, I don't know what she said, to be honest, because most of it has been slurred.
And it's a guy that you believe in and that you trust, then if he's on the road, of course there's fun to be had. If there's a girl that's, you know, if she's on your lap, if she's, you know, flirting with you, kissing your neck, whatever, that's okay. I have no reason to be upset.
Right. Lacey stepped out immediately. That's what I'm looking for. I need someone who understands me, understands my lifestyle. This rocks. With women like this in the house, we are going to have the most awesome kick-ass time. Then I noticed there was a second set of girls, not quite as outgoing. What's going on up there? Some of these girls, I gotta admit, separated themselves from the party.
Hey, beautiful girl. Are you joining us?
I think my zipper's falling down.
That's not good.
Oh my God.
The other girls hate me. None of these girls are competition. They drink haterade. I don't drink that. I don't care about anybody.
She's a scarball of that building. Girly.
Yes, I am. I'm not a man. I'm not gonna be your gentleman pulling the chair for you.
Sit here.
Okay.
You look like a idiot. You know what I mean? You look like a fool right now. So I don't know if it was alcohol induced or what.
What's wrong? What's going on? What are you looking for in this?
Ooh, this is back when people still smoked. It's a hell of a time. Back when people still smoked on reality shows. They would just be sitting there having a cigarette. It was fine. It was fine. I think part of the problem is that you have like half the house that's like, fuck this bitch. I'm not dealing with her. And then you have the other portion that's trying to be empathetic to the fact that she's like hammered. The girl in the bathroom effect, right? And they're trying to like get her together, but it's becoming more and more impossible. The woman who brings her handbag everywhere. Yes. Like you could still smoke inside back then. Smoking areas are places where the veil is thin. Listen, I came from the age, okay? Like even, let's see, 5 years before this, they had like the smoking mount in restaurants. Never made any sense. They're like, here's an idea. Some people don't like cigarette smoke. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the entire middle of our restaurant. Okay. We're going to put it on a pedestal and then all the smokers are going to smoke in there. Are we going to cover it up? No. Are we going to enclose it? Absolutely not. Are they just going to be up there smoking? Because we think to ourselves, they're higher up. The smoke can't possibly get to the other people. And that is how it used to be. That is how it used to be. Oh my God, I'm done.
This whole adventure, if I can call it like this.
No, she asked you a question. I think everyone wants to know why you're here, Tiffany.
Why wouldn't I?
What are you fighting for?
What am I fighting for? Because I got eliminated for softy. What am I fighting for? Because I got eliminated for softy. For softy.
Tiffany was absolutely hammered. She didn't make any sense, and I think alcohol had a lot to do with that.
Tiffany, how important is this for you to be here?
My daughter.
Tiffany?
Like my daughter. That's why I live for.
If you're so concerned about your daughter, why are you here?
What would you want me to be here for?
I don't want you to be here for any other reason than Brad. Tiffany and I butted heads when she started talking about her reasons for...
I'm so sorry, but this girl is stunning. Like she has that like that like Liv Tyler look. Very pretty.
Being here, her main line was, "I'm here for my daughter," and I just found that to be very strange. We want to know what you're here for.
How many of these girls are strippers? The answer is yes.
Who are you here for? Get over it. It's
Yeah,
be a
I'm
big
not
girl.
gonna get over this.
Be a big
You
girl.
want it.
Be a big girl.
I'm a big girl.
This is drunk. No, this is not like.
Sorry. I will get over it. I will. Thank God I got here when I got.
It's alcohol.
What I'm trying to
Get over
say,
it. It's not
fine,
a
whatever.
Nothing. We're just having a psychological conversation, trying to put the girl off.
You either fix
I would like to reiterate once again that this is when like beautiful women were smoking cigarettes in public. No shame.
the problem.
It was a time to be alive.
Don't try to be with a good time.
Problems are like everybody's got them and they stink.
That's what I need.
So we either fix them or you're bouncing. I ain't gonna have it.
Fix me, baby,
Don't make
fix
me
me.
regret it.
Big John.
That's
I
like the-
would've killed the bitch. I swear to God, I would have.
If we're in a relationship, it's really.
Wait, did she just threaten that man? And be like, I feel like she did just threaten him. And that's the second or third time I feel like that Big John has been like, don't make me regret it. I'm like, just get her out of the house. It's enough. It's enough. Like for everybody. Okay. I did not lose my mind. She legitimately was like, I'm threatening his life.
Oh yeah, well my thing is the night's getting later and he's hanging out with everybody else, but he's having no alone time with me at all. I decided to go and put on Christia's pink bikini, which doesn't fit very well. Very tiny. Hi, those are my boobs.
Yeah, and you're talking. Fabulous, by the way.
Yes, they are. It got his attention because immediately he stopped talking to whoever he was talking to, and he was like, "Oh, come sit down." So.
Oh my God, the intricate stomach tattoos.
Ever.
Oh, I miss those. Oh, that's always how you knew somebody was in the business, man. They had those very, like, that's why I got a tattoo like down here. And that's how you knew who was an exotic dancers back then. Because they had these like really intricate stomach tattoos that would be like, they're low, right above like the bikini line. And the only people at the time who got that kind of tattoo were dancers. Like very few other people did. You know what I mean? Like it was the whole thing. It would be like barbed wire with roses and shit. It was a whole thing. And you would have it like right above the bikini line. Oh gosh, those were the days. Those were the days where tattoo placement meant something about you and your profession. I'm so sorry, but like it's not like that now. But it definitely was then.
Ever so hot and lovely Brandy C. And the heaving, well-implanted breasts caught my eye immediately. And I knew that we were going to have a strong spiritual relationship.
You promised, and then it didn't happen, and I was sad.
I'm not very good at promises, am I? I f***ed you over
You know
3
what?
times.
I learned already 3 times that you're not very good at promises.
No, I'm not. That's probably why I'm single.
Brandy is a slut. She's like a little frisky, frolicking puppy, like chasing after the little ball.
I really hated the amount of slut shaming that was she's a slut. Listen, none of y'all should be, nary a one of y'all should be slut shaming anyone on this show. Need I remind y'all that all of you are lining up to make out with a man who you've just seen make out with someone else? If we're gonna start calling people sluts, it's like all of y'all are in the same pool of sluttery, okay? You're all in the same pool of sluttery. You're not better than the other. I just need y'all to know.
Well, if she had a brain cell, it would be Lonely.
Because I think that you are too much of a man to handle women, so shut up.
I can handle.
I feel like her feet are dirty and I'm upset.
You're like, you can handle 3.
For now, I should be your main girlfriend. I should be the
I like
Holly.
you a lot. She whispered in my ear one of the most sentimental things I think I've ever heard, and it really hit my heart. She would allow me to have herself and 3 other wives and or girlfriends as long as she was the lead girlfriend, which I thought was great, but I'm not sure if there was enough substance there to constitute a long relationship.
Well, did y'all hear that? Brett finally got some kind of sense. Girl, have some self-respect. And I mean this in the nicest way possible, because nothing wrong with polyamory, all that. But you're not doing this because that's how you truly feel. You're doing it because you want to have Brett for reasons I don't understand. I'm sure money has a play in it. I couldn't listen. Maybe it would be me now. Back then, no. Because now we're in the, you know, late stage capitalism, and I'm just like, sure, I will be your girlfriend. Do I get to stay in my house and just like keep, and I just show up for events? Cool. And my job is this now? Awesome.
I definitely don't want to go home tonight, and it makes me a little nervous about tonight's elimination because I feel like I still haven't gotten as much time in with him as I want.
Well, I'm nervous as crap.
Are we all? We're not going away. I would hope not. Babe, we're too pretty.
I'm really
No,
nervous
Yoku, they did
about
not.
tonight's elimination because I know I am one of the girls that he hasn't had that much time to get to know. And it's making me really, really nervous.
We're way prettier than half these girls. We have to make it.
I'm nervous
This makeup
about
is terrible.
elimination tonight because I don't drink and
Here's the thing. The gray makeup, the gray eyeshadow trend worked well on some people, and on some people it just looked terrible. And unfortunately for our baby voiced friend, it doesn't look good. We're about to roll into our first elimination. I'm so excited.
I don't party, and that's a major part of Brett's life, and I think that that's one thing that we don't have in common.
Ain't no thing but chicken wing. I'm not going anywhere. I am not leaving this house anytime soon.
I don't know how to explain this, but like the more fucked up she gets, like she starts to look better. I don't know. I think it's because she's been removing slowly like all of this makeup. She does look warmed over, but she looks better. Like it's like because she's just taking off all of this ugly makeup. So she's just like, she's getting more fucked up, but also like looking progressively better. All right.
I'm nervous about Brett eliminating 6 people right now because I don't think he had enough time to figure out which 6 to eliminate yet.
I would
It's
eliminate
just
you. I'm
not
sorry.
Fair. It's not fair.
All of these thin eyebrows are
Girls need to
killing
go
me.
home is Rodeo because she's too manly. I'm scared I'm gonna get beat up. And Tiffany because
I actually hate Magdalena with every ounce of my being. I like Rodeo. I liked Rodeo back then, and I still like her now, like from what I'm seeing. Like the way that women just can't, some women cannot comprehend like having muscles. Okay.
she's a crackhead.
Don't be calling people crackheads. Magdalena, your voice is deep and you smoke cigarettes. The fuck? I'm just gonna say, you're out here talking shit about people. You're like, I don't like her because her body is manly, but you have a deep manly voice. Do you see how fucked up it is for you to be talking shit? I'm just saying, people could do the same thing to you. You're tall and you have a deep voice. They could be nasty to you about it. They're not. So calm down. Listen, there's so many extensions, bad wigs. Raven's wig is stiff and terrible.
Let me
Oh my
just say this
God.
to everyone here tonight.
That outfit
Each of you
doesn't
has
match.
Extremely different personalities, which is way cool. But all of you have something about you that is absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, we have got 15 passes. We've got 21 girls, and I have to eliminate 6. John, you hand me the first pass.
He came out here like Don Vito.
This girl tonight, you got a heart and soul that I absolutely fell in love with. Someone I felt really intense about keeping here tonight. Really had a strong feeling about, and a super hot body. Rodeo, will you please come down here?
Hell yeah. That's what you get.
Rodeo, I felt like I was on cloud 9. No one could bring me down. And now I know that I am meant to be here. And I know this is meant to be.
Would you
Meant
stay
to
here
be.
in this house with us? Well, when I say us, not so much.
He is handing out backstage passes. Okay? They get a backstage pass to continue dating Brett.
It's John, but me. John's my buddy, but he ain't that kind of buddy, right? Will you stay here in this house with me? Would you rock my world?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Seriously, why you gotta do this? Dude, if you pick me, I'm gonna feel like you're actually comparing me to Rodeo. And I know, man.
Ah! I'm sorry. She said, I ain't no man in the deepest voice possible. I cannot. I ain't no man. Oh, and your transphobia backfires. Oh, God. Oh Jesus. Ugh. This is why you shouldn't be transphobic. Do you see what I'm saying? You cannot like rodeo because muscles isn't your thing, but to consistently call her manly. Oh, projection, my love, projection.
This beautiful young girl to have lovely hot breasts. Heather, would you please come down here?
Excuse me. I was really pumped because I was number 2. So once I got my little badge, I just kicked back and it was great.
Jess, would you come down here?
As a third name called, don't know if that has anything to do with, you know, stands, but I was actually pretty excited about it. Felt good about it.
Would you stay in this house and rock my world?
For sure.
Awesome, and I won't mess up the hair. Sam, will you come down here? You're welcome. Give me a big old hug. Magdalena, would you come down here, please?
I feel excited I get picked, but at the same time I know that this ain't, I mean, this is first elimination. This is like not even a competition yet.
Also, can we just like pay attention to the fact that the makeup really, with the exception of some of the frosty shit, like we're still wearing makeup like this now. So for all those people who are like 2016 makeup and they say that shit, fuck you.
This girl is just plain out wild. Nothing wrong with the party, but there's got to be a little more after the bump, you know. So, having said that, Brandy M, will you please come down here?
After I've made it through the elimination, I felt like I could breathe. But you know what? Another one will be coming right back up again. So hopefully, you know, he gets to know who I am, and I get to know him a little bit more, so I make a good impression on him, so I can stay. Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna lay it on you. Faith, would you come down here, please? You feel good? You want to be here?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow, if you could come on down here, please, with the hot red dress, which you may have to keep on every day from here on out, all right? Mia, you're beautiful. You stay here and rock my world?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, did he keep the girl who had, she wasn't even in the same world. She was like, and he was just like, you've got really beautiful feet. That's who he kept to rock his world. All right, I'm just checking.
Hot, beautiful Erin.
My heart was pounding, and I was just, when he finally called my name, it was like this weight was lifted off.
Would you stay in this house?
Of course, I would love to.
Oh. This girl, I need to get to know more. Dallas, will you stay here and rock my world?
You know it.
All right, girl.
I love her. I'm sorry.
Please. Hell yeah, girl. Here we go.
Chunky
this is a girl
highlights.
that struck me right from the get-go, that loves music, wants to hang. Lacey, would you come down here, please?
Mwah.
Christia, would you come down here, please? Thank you for breaking up all the fights.
I got the guns.
You do got guns.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing. Might be a little bit of a handful, but what guy doesn't like 2 handfuls?
I've got one pass left, and this decision came really, really, really hard.
So I'm standing there, I'm like, what the hell is going on? He's calling out all these names, the passes are going, you know, these girls after girl, and I'm like, why you? Why you?
I'm so curious. Listen, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Here's a situation.
I don't remember this.
I am completely on the fence still, but at the same time, I think I just got to get to know this person a little more.
I'm freaked out. There's no way I'm going home. What the is that? Why am I last?
Ooh, and I remember they used to do this all the time on elimination. They still do it now, but gosh, it was so stressful then. Dallas is gorgeous.
I've got one pass left, and this decision came really, really, really hard. All these girls are beautiful, and this was going to be extremely tough for me to make this first elimination work. I felt that there were some of these girls that I need to feel closer to. For example, Bonnie, I thought she was really hot. Krista, I thought was beautiful. However, they were all observers.
Chosen to focus on Krista when perhaps she was making a different face. He was like, I thought she was beautiful. She looked kind of like the sun was in one half of her face, and she was like, rude. Rude. They did her real dirty. That was mean. They're like, Krista, I thought was beautiful. And she's just like, it's... These shows really tried to make a fool out of you.
Not quite as outgoing. I just want you to know that there is nothing easy about making a decision when you're talking about people's lives and a relationship. Brandy C, although a pretty girl, I just was annoyed by her. She's a very aggressive girl. She's very forward. It was going to be set on the fence whether that first night or not she was going to go. So here we are. We got one pass, 7 girls. And John, will you hit me with it? There was a little bit of good cat fighting going on and not enough time to hang with everybody. But I think I need to leave this person a little more time and figure out a little bit more about him.
Brandy C, would you come down here?
I'm so glad that I got the last pass. I don't have to go home. I get to stay, and I guess he really does like me.
Will you stay in his house?
Look at how
Date
bad her
24 other
extensions
girls
are
like
too.
yourself. Brandy C wanted to be here, and she was here for me. Will you stay here and rock my world? Awesome.
Oh my God.
In my life, I know that I have had many screw-ups. I've done a lot of really stupid things. Asked for much forgiveness. And as I mature and experience, I've learned to try to forgive people and let them have a second chance. And I'm going to cut right to the chase on this. We are going to allow one more person to stay here. They've got no...
I would just like to say the way that he keeps trying to come across as some kind of like stage man with like advice, like I've been through many things, I've been through every rose, some of them have thorns. Every night has its dawn. We're gonna have to allow one more you to stay on the show. I genuinely can't breathe. This is so...
No pass. They've got no bed. They're probably gonna sleep in the bathtub at this point. Maybe on the floor or one of the couches. Tiffany, you almost got in a fight with everyone in this place. And that's the truth. But I'd like you to come down here if you would. Come here.
Tiffany got eliminated and she came back, so I'm pretty sure that she...
Chuck, actually, I forgot how, you know, back then we thought that this was pretty real as it could be. This is before we understood producers did this kind of shit like Moon Tofu saying. This is before we understood that. And we were all just like, are you okay, bro? And I have that same shocked feeling. What? She's hammered. This was not good for her life, okay? They should have sent her home literally for her own health. She did not appear to be doing all that well. Like, what do you mean? Oh gosh, I just don't think that she should have been living like this. I think it was bad. I think it was bad. She should have gone home. Yeah, no, this is staged because the production needed a troublemaker. Yeah, and I feel like these... Listen, so I might get boo hiss for this. Some people might go boo tomato, tomato, tomato to me. But this is why I like that a lot of our reality shows today, like that is the people know their role when they go on to these shows. Like that's not to say that some like connections aren't actually made, like blah, blah, blah. But they know their role, so they're not really stressed about like how the editors and filming and like all of that are gonna make them look later. They already know. Like they know they're going on to do X, Y, or Z. Now you look back and see how bad this actually probably would have been for her. At least he says it.
Tonight you drank too much. I've been there many a time. And I think you owe a lot of these girls an apology.
How could Brett do this to us? He has to sentence us to living with this dumb-ass, crazy girl. That's nuts. Why could he do this to us?
You got 2 strikes, so don't screw up again, okay?
Okay, don't let me work good time.
I gave Tiffany another chance for one very simple reason. I think somewhere in there was a good person. She was just wasted. I've been there. You've been there. We've all been there.
No.
Plus, she was entertaining.
And again, at least he admitted it. At least he said it. Like, she's just entertaining.
To all the other girls, I just want to say this. I think you're beautiful, smart. I didn't get enough time to know everybody. We got pulled away. We got tugged. I just want everyone to come down here. I just want to say goodbye before you have to roll.
No, thank you. I would rather just leave.
You are so beautiful.
Great. I really wasn't that surprised. Most of it's probably mostly my fault. I knew that I should have been more aggressive, so unfortunately, really didn't get to know me.
What's up? Thank you so much.
She's pretty. She's like me. She has a lot of teeth. And I can say this as somebody who also has a lot of teeth. You have a lot of them. They're large. You have big teeth. And the trick is to learn to keep your mouth like a little bit closed, but kind of open. And that's why you have American Doll teeth. I'm not going to beat those allegations. It's fine. And that's why your mouth is always kind of slightly open. But when you smile, you don't smile your teeth like this face. You smile like, you put this row on top and then set them on top of your bottom lip, babes. You know? You don't have to do like this, but I'm just showing you. Like, mm-hmm.
You up? Come here. You said you're cool about stuff. You got to get in here and give me a hug.
As far as I'm concerned, you can kiss my blue-eyed black butt. Put a smile. Okay. Take care, man.
You got it. Come here, baby.
She's like, take care, man. Bye.
All the big boob, you know, stupid girls.
We just didn't get a chance to talk enough and connect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I got it. It's cool. I just guess he just doesn't like the smart ones.
You look absolutely beautiful in the pictures and stuff, and I'm sorry we.
First of all, the smart ones, darling, you haven't put together one coherent sentence. That was the thing I understood most right there when you just said, like, I guess he doesn't like the smart ones. Also, Brett, why are you lying? Why are you gassing her up, saying her pictures were beautiful? They weren't. They were terrible. We watched this. We watched you try desperately to get her to understand what sexy was, and she just kept going. And you would go, give me more sex, just like hot sex. And she was like, every time you said hot, her eyes just got bigger. Don't gas her up like that. Let her live her life.
Get to, hang and spend more time.
That's your fault. Too many girls, not enough time.
I just think with Lauren, she was a very innocent girl, and I don't think she knew exactly why she was here. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah. I bet she's glad.
Bye, Brett. Good luck with everything.
Thank you. I gotta be honest with you, I was pretty bummed out letting Bonnie go.
Good luck.
Yeah, you should have kept Bonnie instead of
anybody, but this
instead of
is what I'm
Tiffany.
here to
Like,
do,
what are
is
you
to find
doing?
One true love. To everyone here in this house, thank
Not
you
the
for being here with
saxophone
me.
intro.
Are we ready to rock this house? What do you say? Come on down, everybody. Come on.
I've already attracted Brett with my exterior, and once he actually gets to sit down and talk to me, he's gonna fall in love with my person. So watch out, because I am not a dumb bitch like most of you are.
First of all, before we pop these open, you are hot, sexy, smart, beautiful, a lot of stuff going on. Let's make this house rock. Long live rock! Start the music, John. Hit it.
Episode 1, Season 1, Rock of Love. We have learned that the 2000s, the early aughts, were a great time for fashion, actually. It was a great time. Also, we learned that makeup hasn't changed, actually, that much. This was indeed a harsh train wreck. It was a lot, but it was fabulous. It was fun. It was fantastic. This is back when we thought reality TV was real, okay? This is when we thought it was real, that like maybe a few things were filmed funny, that like they would edit things weird because that's how people would talk about it. But like we thought that like he was really vying for one of these ladies. Allegedly, the whole time he was with his baby mama the whole time, but that's allegedly. I don't know. Okay. We are going to watch episode 2, not today, but we are going to watch episode 2. I'm going to keep this going because it brings me joy. We're going to start adding other shows into this mix from this VH1 reality TV show era that was just, I mean, this was a wild time. Could you imagine a show doing this today? You can't, because Love is Blind exists. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe. If you didn't, whatever, do whatever you want. This is your thing. I'll keep doing it. And if not, that's it. That's all. Until next time, I'm so pretty and so are you.